The year 2025 marked a turning point in modern warfare. In May, tensions between India and Pakistan erupted, not with tanks or jets, but with drones. After a militant attack on Indian tourists in Pahalgam, India launched Operation Sindoor, a precision drone strike on 9 terror camps. Swarms of loitering munitions and kamikaze drones, both Israeli and Indian, struck with surgical accuracy, minimizing collateral damage. For the first time, unmanned systems replaced soldiers on the front lines, changing the calculus of cross-border action. Pakistan responded with a 4-day drone offensive, deploying over 1,000 UAVs across India's western front. Their goals: overwhelm air defenses, gather intelligence, and probe for weaknesses. Both sides claimed drone kills and suffered casualties. Pakistan reported 36 dead. India at least 16 civilians lost to retaliatory shelling. Over 2,000 drones were deployed for attack, surveillance, and electronic warfare. The world watched as South Asia became the proving ground for unmanned conflict. The human cost was lower than in a conventional war, but the psychological and strategic impact was immense. This short, sharp conflict proved that the age of drone warfare had truly arrived. The subcontinent's security landscape was forever altered. The lessons from this war would ripple across military doctrines worldwide. The future of conflict had landed, and it was unmanned. Operation Sindoor was the result of years of planning and investment in unmanned systems. India's drone fleet is built on reliable Israeli platforms like the Searcher Mach-2 and Heron for surveillance. For strikes, India uses Harop and Harpy loitering munitions, flying bombs that wait, then dive onto targets. A game-changer is coming. India's $4 billion deal for 31 MQ-9B Predator drones from the US. With 40-hour endurance and 40,000-foot ceilings, Predators give India unmatched reach for surveillance and precision strikes. India is also developing its own drone swarms, hundreds of small, coordinated UAVs designed to overwhelm enemy defenses. Swarms change the economics of war. A single missile can't stop 100 drones. The military is building a networked ecosystem. Surveillance drones spot targets, command centers relay data, and strike drones execute attacks. This integration of foreign and indigenous tech makes India's drone fleet flexible and formidable. The offensive drone force is now a central pillar of India's military power. The battlefield is no longer about numbers, but about speed, precision, and coordination. The real revolution is in the software. AI and machine learning are the brains behind India's drones. AI enables drones to fly missions autonomously, navigate obstacles, and continue even if communications are jammed. Real-time target recognition lets drones instantly identify threats, speeding up the sensor-to-shooter cycle. Predictive analytics help drones evade threats and deploy countermeasures automatically. This intelligence makes drones harder to shoot down and more adaptable to changing battle conditions. India's investment in AI is positioning it as a leader in autonomous warfare. The future battlefield will be shaped by machines that can think, react, and fight on their own. India's defense isn't just about offense, it's built a robust shield against drone attacks. During the 2025 war, India's integrated counter-UAS grid neutralized threats to 15 military bases and cities. At its core is Indrajal, an AI-powered anti-drone dome protecting thousands of square kilometers with sensors, jammers, and lasers. The DRDO anti-drone system adds a 360-degree radar bubble, using jammers and high-powered lasers to destroy threats. These systems are now mass-produced and widely deployed. Command and control platforms like Akashtir integrate all sensor data for real-time tracking and rapid response. For swarms, Bhargavastra fires salvos of micro-rockets to blanket and destroy multiple drones. This multi-layered grid ensures India can defend against even the most sophisticated drone threats. The 2025 conflict proved these defenses work in real combat. India's airspace is now protected by a seamless high-tech shield. The nation is ready for the next wave of aerial threats. India's defense industry is undergoing a transformation from Make in India to Create in India. The focus is now on homegrown design, development, and production for true self-reliance. Over 550 startups are innovating in the drone and anti-drone sector, reducing dependence on foreign suppliers. Companies like Garuda Aerospace and IdeaForge are leading with indigenous drones and AI-powered systems. Startups need consistent government orders to sustain R&D and retain talent. The government is fostering public-private partnerships, combining research labs with agile startups. The goal: a self-sustaining defense tech industry that can export to the world. India is positioning itself as a future leader in global defense technology. The 2025 conflict exposed the strengths and weaknesses of both India's and Pakistan's drone arsenals. Pakistan fields over 1,000 drones, mainly from Turkey and China: Bayraktar TB2S, Akinci, CH-4, and Winglung 2. It supplements these with indigenous UAVs like Burak and Shapar. India, once reliant on Israeli systems, is now diversifying with US Predators and a growing domestic industry. The Predator's endurance and sensors give India a clear edge in surveillance and strike capability. The region is now an arms race, with US, Israeli, Turkish, and Chinese drones shaping the balance. India's partnerships with the US and Israel provide access to cutting-edge tech, while Pakistan leans on affordable Turkish and Chinese systems. India's push for self-reliance is also about becoming a defense exporter. Countries like Armenia and Morocco are already buying Indian hardware. The shift from importer to exporter is changing India's strategic position. The drone race is now a contest of technology, alliances, and ambition. The skies over South Asia have never been more contested. Drones have lowered the threshold for military action. Leaders can strike without risking pilots. But this lower risk is deceptive. Drone warfare between nuclear neighbors brings new escalation dangers. The 2025 conflict showed how quickly unmanned clashes can intensify. A single miscalculation, like a drone strike causing civilian casualties, could spiral out of control. Military doctrine is shifting to focus on network-centric, data-driven, and autonomous warfare. The battlefield now includes cyberspace and the electromagnetic spectrum. Machines may soon fight machines, with AI making decisions faster than humans can react. India's military must adapt rapidly to this new reality. The risks and opportunities of unmanned warfare are greater than ever. As India's military digitizes, it faces new threats: GPS spoofing, jamming, and cyber attacks. A single vulnerability could cripple drone operations or leak sensitive data. Protecting digital infrastructure is now as vital as defending physical bases. There's a growing call for a dedicated cyber command to defend military networks and plan cyber operations. The cost imbalance in drone warfare favors attackers. Cheap drones can exhaust expensive defenses. India is developing cost-effective countermeasures: lasers, microwaves, and nets. The goal is to defend the skies without breaking the bank. The digital battlefield is now as critical as the physical one. AI and drones are reshaping India's military at breakneck speed. The 2025 conflict proved unmanned dominance is essential for security. India is integrating space-based radar satellites for early warning and rapid response. Linking satellites to ground networks will enable seamless detection and engagement of threats. Startups need sustained support and faster procurement to keep pace with change. Building a skilled workforce is as crucial as acquiring new tech. India is shifting from manpower to technological superiority, aiming for regional and global influence. The choices made now will define India's security in a complex, contested future.